Hello and welcome to the channel.
We are going to be discussing the jobs that we proposed in our earlier video, exotic garden jobs for August. See if I've done them, see what it looks like, and see if I missed anything. So without any further ado, let's go and have a look around. Come on in. It's dying over here. So one of the first jobs we were talking about was the box caterpillar moth, or box tree caterpillar moth that we've got in these box plants. And unfortunately there's not a lot you can do with the box tree caterpillar on your box plants, because the only decent product that you can use to spray for it, and it's really good, it's I think the brand name is Xantari, and the product is a bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. And what you do, you mix it with water, spray it on, works very, very quickly. It's a fantastic product. The trouble is, here in the UK, there is no license to use it, so you're not allowed to buy it, you're not allowed to apply it. So all we can do, and all I have been doing, is picking off these little buggers as I see them. And the trouble is, you need to go out quite a lot because they grow very quickly. So even though you may have gone through and picked out all the obvious big ones that you can see, give it a couple of days and all those small ones that you miss are also going to be massive and eating loads. They have a huge voracious appetite. And unfortunately, even though I've been doing well, like I say, most days I've been going through all the plants, picking them off, but even so, we've had some severe damage, particularly on this small one. Look, they've really done a proper job. Not only have they taken out most of the leaves, they've also been ringing some of the stems, so you've got these big sections dead. Look, even though I've just been through just like the small one, I can still see, look, there's flipping one there, there's another one there. God damn it. Now, if you remember, I spoke about the importance of watering, and in particular your pot plants, and it's not really a monthly job. This is a job that you should do as part of your weekly or daily maintenance anyway, just by walking around checking the watering. So watering has been happening, and again feeding has been happening. Let me show you the that lemon tree that was struggling a wee bit. Now that new growth is still a bit yellow. We don't want to overfeed it because that can cause its own problems, but this has been fed a couple of times now, and it does take time for that that green, well, I think that's, you can see that green is starting to permeate through that new growth. Not really much on that one yet. And we spoke about the issues with some of the larger, more vigorous, big-leaved exotic plants. So I have gone around and I have taken out quite a lot of the foliage. Let me show you exactly what I've done. This lovely looking Tetrapanix papyrifer was one of the plants I was having problems with. I've taken off some of the foliage so it's exposed this Lysimachia here, but I'll tell you what, since I've done that, this little one here has started growing up and started to cover this rather lovely Canna musifolia, which I do quite like, but you know what, this is already starting to get quite tall itself, so really once it gets about here, it's not going to be a problem. Get plenty of light as the sun comes round. And I've taken quite a lot of foliage out here, particularly again this this Tetrapanix. I've taken a lot of it off here because it really was overshading everything, and because it has, we've not had the growth in here that we have had in previous years. And it's not just the shade problem that we've had, because I've been taking some of these banana leaves off, Tetrapanix leaf, or some of this tree dahlia periodis, I've been taking some of this off too, you know, in the hope that these lower story plants will actually get some more light in there, start being a bit more vigorous. But they've been hit twofold. Firstly, by the overshading of these larger vigorous plants, and secondly, from the really, really bad waterlogged conditions that we experienced in the spring. I mean, just walking across the lawn, you're sort of splashing on surface water. That's how bad it's been. So a lot of these plants, where they've been submersed in water, it's caused a lot of problems with them bouncing back this spring. So we've not had a good display. A lot of the plants have been damaged, it's really hit how vigorous they've been this year. So combination of the two has been quite bad, but I'm hoping now weather has warmed up, although it's not particularly warm today, and it's sort of third week of August and it's really quite cold. Might put a jumper on. Hopefully we'll get some hot dry weather moving forwards for another 6 weeks, and it'll give these plants a chance to establish a bit better this year. Otherwise they're going to struggle even more to survive next year's cold weather, particularly winter. And again, if we have another waterlogged winter, then that's going to be it for a lot of my lovely plants. So if you remember in the last video, this got damaged and snapped because a big apple fell off the tree, and this has been callousing off now for about a week or so. There's the camera. You can see it's all nice and brown, so that's ready to go into the ground. So what I'm going to do, take this to the front garden, slice, cut into the soil, and just drop it into about here. That'll do it really. It's not going to do much now, but over winter this should root really well, and come the spring get a load of new side shoots like we have in the what's left of it in that border over there. Let's get a spade. Then just fill it in. Lovely. Well, the apple tree is still full of apples, although I've been very good recently. I have been picking them out, although I just spotted one I've missed over there. And the other thing that I needed to do was a lot of deadheading, in particular on the dailies, because they are just turning over as fast as you can pick them. But I think at the moment, oh, little annoying little thing. But yeah, I think I think I've got all the deadheads on this, and you've got to be doing this every couple of days. Really, just go through all your daily plants, check it over. Like I say, at the moment when it's quite warm, plants are vigorous, they're producing buds all the time, and you know, if you miss a few days and let those plants go to seed, then the plant is going to know it's producing seed, it's going to stop producing those new blooms, and you know, you can get these flowering all the way up until the first frost if you just keep on top of this deadheading. Like I say, really every couple of days you want to go out and have a proper look around. And yes, I have been remembering to water my camellias so they don't suffer from heat stress, don't suffer from water stress, because if they do, then obviously those little flowering buds could be at risk. You know, you could lose them, they could get fungal infections, and that'll affect your display in the spring. So not only have I been watering them, took the opportunity to add a little bit of mirror acid into my water. Gives them the nutrients they require, helps keep that soil on the slightly acidic side, because if the soil becomes neutral or slightly alkaline, then it struggles to get the iron and magnesium elements into its system, and then that stops it creating the old chlorophyll pigment which obviously it needs to survive, and that's why you get sort of yellowing off some of these plants. So you can tick that one off your list, sunshine. Well, I did take some cuttings of those soundwaves that I spoke about in the last video, and what I will do, I'll put the link to the video from 2 weeks ago in the description, but I will put a little bit of a thumbnail there so you can see exactly what that is, and also a link for the how to grow salvias from cuttings as well. Very, very easy, but I took these 2 weeks ago and so far no roots, so it's a bit frustrating. But to be honest with you, they did start really, really late in the year. Like I say, with that shocking winter, too cold, everything waterlogged for months on end, and I'm surprised they actually grew through in the first place. So everything's delayed. In fact, I was looking at videos from last year, and even my cycad was already had all its new leaf already out, and this year it's barely started growing. So it's not disappointing, it will come through, but it's been a bad year. Weather-wise, been a bad year for the exotic garden. Anyway, just one thing I need to do before I go, and that is to start the outro music. And with that going on in the background, there's just one last message, and it's from me. It's from the past, so listen carefully. Well, if you enjoyed that, we've got plenty more videos for you to look at. Just have a quick search into our video library. Otherwise, you can check on this one here. And if that's not your cup of tea, try that one there. Enjoy these while I've still got the energy to do them.